What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cannabis Closet Podcast. You are about to get highly educated with the Cannabis Closet Podcast with Canna Queen and MJ. This is an adult content show with no limitations on subject, language, or actions. Opinions, views, and expressions may or may not be that of the hosts, their guests, or their subsidiaries. We'll tell you. We'll let you know what we're thinking. Please note that we are not medical physicians, nor are we attorneys. So any information that is shared here is based solely on our personal research and knowledge. Thank you for rolling up and showing up, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Happy 420, y'all.
Happy 420, everybody.
Welcome to the Cannabis Closet.
Yep. So we're here today. We're doing this Wednesday thing. I like it. It's working out.
I got some things done on Monday, I feel like, also.
Getting stuff done.
It is a time of needing to get things done. So
Hallelujah. If you guys have not heard, Queen Kitty Seltzer is throwing a launch party on June 15th. If you are in the Denver area on June 15th, get your tickets now. They are super inexpensive. They're just meant to help cover the cost of the venue. $5 tickets for just general admission entry. And that gets you access to all of our vendors. And then $25 for VIP, and that's with a extra grab bag full of vendor products. So hit that Queen Kitty on Eventbrite. Hit that scan me button right there. Check out our page solo.to/Queen Kitty Seltzer. You can check out our Instagram page, Queen Kitty Seltzer, and guess the flavor of our new product, of our new flavor. Guess the flavor of our new drink. If you don't have to guess it right, just guess it to get a chance to walk out with a free 4-pack. So, and it's one of each of the flavors in that 4-pack. So if you guess it, you don't have to guess it right. You just have to guess to be put into a little whatever, a waffle.
a whatever. The thing.
A whatever. Also, if you're
no
one's guessed it. No one's guessed the flavor yet. Also, if you're in the Denver area and you're a vendor and you want to join us, give us a holler, queenkittyllp@gmail.com. You can find everything at solo.to/Queen Kitty Seltzer. 970-426-5985 is where you can call us. We'll give you all the vendor information. Brand new flavor coming out. We're super excited. Super excited for that. We're going to be at the Rosin Experience on May 11th, which is tomorrow. So 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So get your tickets now. They are on sale. Eat me, drink me, smoke me. I don't know what we're going to do about the weather.
We already have a bubble gum.
We already have bubble gum. It's already in the lineup.
That's one of our flavors.
Yeah. But yeah, go to our Queen Kitty page and guess underneath one of our posts. Just guess a flavor that you think it's going to be. And we'll put you into a waffle. You see me do the motions. If you're watching on video, if you get to see it live, or if you see it on video after, see me do the motions. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Oh man, I am having a day. It started hailing here today, which kind of put me in a good mood. So that's kind of cool because I love it. It was so nice.
It's not snow, but hail.
It's not snow. It's not snow. It was just coming down. It was like beating shit up. I was like, yeah, I feel that. I feel that way. So yeah, I have just to jump right in to the banter today. I do have a reason to be mad today. I have a wise Canna Queen. This shit right here. Let me just gather it. Okay. Let me just gather everything. So I haven't found a good spot for me in the in the retail or regulated medical space in this area. I haven't found a place that I like adore yet or anything, you know. And so I'm just checking places out. And I usually I stock up pretty good when I go back down to Durango because I know where to go and you know what to get and all that stuff. And I know what the prices are going to be. I'm never surprised. It's crazy. So I like it. I like it. But I went to this place the other day. It is no longer called Euflora. It is now called something else. And I bought an ounce of mediocre at best flour. Okay. You know, I guess you get what you pay for, but also I don't think it should be so crazy expensive that I can't afford it because I'm also a medical patient and there's nowhere for me to shop, or very few places for me to shop medically. So I have to like, you know, get on anyways, doesn't matter. Y'all, what in the holy
It
know
does
it's
matter
taken.
because we've got to start talking about when we have
Yeah.
no more medical places and we're still paying adult use taxes. Oh
What
my
is
God.
this? What is this? What in the world is this?
That looks like a deck of cards.
All prepackaged. Okay, it's all prepackaged. Uh, in eighths or grams. What? In order to buy an ounce of this, I had to buy all of these grams. This is on pre-packaging, you guys. What in the world? What in the world? I couldn't smell the flour at all. Like I had to like pray that it was going to be good on the grind because I couldn't smell it at all. Like when I tried,
It was,
like I was
yeah.
like,
It was
like
even funky when you opened it and smelled
yeah,
it. It
I was
wasn't
like,
until you
it's
released
not.
it. And
Yeah, I had to put it in glass jar so that I could get a better release of the terpene. But yeah, this is, what are we doing in the cannabis space? What are we doing in the cannabis space? Do you guys understand when I think about cannabis? When I think about cannabis, I think about hippies. I think about loving one another and like humanity. I think about like community. I also think about like leaving you know, we want to leave like a footprint like this? I think about
on this plant.
organic. I think about a wellness for the people and for the planet. Like she's supposed to be sacred for the people and for the planet. And like, what is this?
Suffocating. It's
It's
suffocating her.
what is
And
this? How dare you put her in this, first of all? And also, why? Why did we put all of this in a package and then just dump it on the shelf? It's like so disrespectful. I feel like
and
this is
that's not eco-friendly packaging at all,
not at
right?
all.
There's nothing biodegradable about that, nothing
Nah.
recyclable about that. And it's like I said, suffocating.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
And as we put regulations on taking shopping bags home, like you have to pay 10 cents to 25 cents a shopping bag up here if you want to buy a bag. And what's going to start happening when that tax, or they start doing that to our products too, on top of what we already pay.
Do you guys think we're not paying for the packaging already? Can I explain to you how that ounce was not worth what I paid for it? And I didn't pay a lot for it. I will admit that. What's up, Jen? I'll admit that. But like, what are we doing in this space when we're listen, this packaging, look at this. This packaging is not the only problem. We got medicine bottles out there. We got what we keep in Ziploc in business. It's just like, you know, I know this sounds a little bit more costly, but it wouldn't be if we just fucking did it proper. But cannabis, if you go, I mean, your underground person may use plastics and bullshit like that, right? But also jars. Why can't we just go back to jars? Can we just get glass jars and let people bring them
Let
back
people
in
bring them in. Yeah,
for a
it
discount,
just
on their medicine? Like, bring
it's
back the jar. Bring in a mason jar, and if we don't have to provide you with a mason jar to take your flowers home, then you get a discount on your medicine. Like, it's just, we are supposed to be, I don't know, I don't think about cannabis in corporate terms, and I know that's super naive of me. That's super naive because it's totally fucking corporate right now. But when I think of cannabis, man, I just think about like clean and fresh
free
and
and
oh
out,
shit, I'm knocking shit over. I'm like, fucking, I'm excited. Yeah,
um
yeah, and then you like put it like,
flour and
what is this? And then I walk in and they're like, you can buy an ounce, but I have to give it to you in grams. So excuse me? I'm
shouldn't
pardon?
they be, less grams and have more, be like, oh, we ran out of grams, you're gonna have to get an eighth. Yeah. Like,
I left 3 grams of this on their shelf that day. And they were like,
so
opened it.
you won't be going back there, right?
I won't be. They opened it for me to smell it, because in the smell jars, I couldn't get any scent off of those. I couldn't get a strong scent off of the open package. I had to just wing it. It's just like, because then they had the like $250 plus an ounce weed, and I probably not worth that. I'm sorry. In a dispensary, there's nothing in a dispensary that I feel the need to pay that much money for. That is in flower form. I can't think of a single thing, actually.
And it's just so bogus, such poser, like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It,
Anybody want to help me with my build out? I'd really like to get that going as soon as possible. Because
right.
I'm tired of smoking somebody else's dry ass weed. I want
Next time I'm down, slot me for, work trade.
right, like, let's paint these walls. I know, right? So yeah, that's crazy to me too. Like, you're telling me that I can't, like, this medicine is like, that's how it works. That when they say your nose knows, it's not just like some bullshit, right? It's like what your body needs, it will tell you it needs. So when you smell something and it turns you off, your body's like, absolutely the fuck not. I'm not putting that in. I don't want it in here. Right. And we're like birds, you guys. We're like birds. Think about it. There's certain berries that birds don't eat. And there's certain berries that birds do eat. And they know they're not supposed to eat those other berries because their body has turned them off of it. They will die. Okay. You're not going to die from cannabis. But what I'm saying is, but when you have an illness or an ailment and you can smell the cannabis, first of all, that's very important. When you smell the cannabis, your body's going to react to that in some way. And when your body reacts to that, that is your indication of whether or not that's going to be something that's going to be attractive to your body, to your receptors, to your healing process. If your body is repulsed by it, probably just don't do it.
Not gonna
Like,
work.
I have a hard time, you guys know already, I have a hard time with tangies. I have a real hard time with tangies. There's only 2 growers off the top of my head. We that I know that I will smoke their tangies, and it's just like I don't know, there's something about it. But in general, I'm not going to do it. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. And it's maybe whatever they're doing to their plants that is creating that feeling for me or whatever, but it kind of is a little repulsive. So no offense, Sandra.
I mean, do you, I mean, I know you said your nose knows, but do you feel like you can point it to particular cultivars or, I mean, obviously sometimes it's in a name, but sometimes
Yeah.
it's in a cross that people don't literally
I
know.
I look for crosses, and if I don't have crosses, I do look for name indicators. So I also look to like the bud tender and be like, what is your opinion of this? Have you smelled it? Have you tried it? What's it taste like? Blah blah blah. But again, we're all chemically different. So what I think is not like I cannot eat cilantro. I am devastated about this. I am absolutely devastated about this, but I can't do it. It tastes like soap to me. So
You're
like, you
the
know what I'm
soap,
saying?
but do you like ginger? Does ginger give you the
I
same
love
effect?
ginger. I love ginger. I
See, and
will
I
eat
think,
ginger.
Jen, I think she knew that we got some tangy.
Yeah, that was very good actually, but I could taste the tangy immediately. And so I don't mean to call it repulsive. I apologize. That was the wrong terminology. But like when the thing is that I actually used to smoke them a lot, and being a part of this industry, we show up at events and shit like that are cannabis friendly, and then there's somebody that's hosting the party, and they're giving away free joints, and what's in them free joints every fucking time is tangy, right? And also tangy is crossed into a lot of cultivars these days. It's almost
Mhm.
like everything tastes like that, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I like what's in a name, right? And so if it's something like an orange name, or like or like mandarin, or like I did pick up a mandarin actually, and it smelled kind of skunky, so I was like, here we go. But like, yeah, what like does it indicate to me that it's going to be a citrus sap, right? Okay, that's not it. I'm not doing that one. I'm gonna stay away from that one, you know. So, but anyways, but this packaging though, this is the beginning of that conversation, and like I can't stand y'all with it. I can't. Just, you guys, change the
Yeah, we've
regulations.
got to stop those. We got to change the regulations to benefit, our Mother Earth. I mean, that's what I think about with cannabis is, the mother plant, the healing of our earth, and
Yes.
so many capabilities about it, and yet we're trying to contain it and maintain it and limit it, and mm-mm.
What is the point of having a plant that can pull toxins out of your dirt and soil to make it clean so that you can plant fresh and good, clean crops? What is the point of having that if we're just going to muck it all the fuck up?
Yeah.
What's the
Hide
point?
it. You're not allowed to show where it's growing. You can't see
This
it. Oh my gosh, it's gonna blind you. I mean,
this is a total term of endearment, but this motherfucker looked at me in my face and said, I can give you, like, I think that I got a half of this or something like that. I think I got a half of this one. Uh I can get that for you, but uh I have to do it in grams. And I looked at him like this. Excuse me? I'm I'm what? Like, I was so confused. Pardon? Why do you have to give me 50 pieces of plastic that are not going to biodegrade in my lifetime, your lifetime, anybody's lifetime in this listening vicinity?
how long did it take to those people to package it like that? To all the
When they
things
could
that
have
went
just had
into
a
that.
real good interaction with the consumer, right? Instead of having a good interaction with the consumer, You just pull some plastic out of a drawer and handed it to me, some old trash ass weed. It's my backup. It's my backup. I just restocked on the good stuff from a few places. And so it's just going to sit in those jars until I'm desperate. That's the sad. That's the sad of it. I'm not going to smoke it. If no offense to nobody, but if I do smoke it, it's going to be because I'm going to a place and I know I'm going to have to share.
This is exactly what I was thinking. You didn't have to even say it out.
Well, I mean, y'all know I'm just going to be honest.
No shade. Yeah, no shade. That's what everyone else is doing.
I mean, why? No
Saving
offense.
the good for home. Oh. Anywho, yeah, it is getting out of control with the packaging and the industry
that's
that
why we
has
friends,
popped
Marion.
up around it. Yeah.
She said facts. Boom. You can smoke up my good shit. What are you talking about? I'm gonna be like those cheap ass fucking companies packing them joints with Tangy to give out to everybody. You're just gonna get the bunk shit. It's not bunk. It's okay. It got me moderately high. Got me moderately high. It got me through. It got me through the time and span until I could restock. And then or gelato. Okay. I'm just okay. And then this is transforming into just like something else. We're done talking about why I'm mad about stuff. I smoked. I got down to Durango. I got some Mob Boss. It's one of my favorites. It's like my daytime chill. I smoked one King Palm of that. And I was like, this is the highest I've been in a very long time. What is going on right now? I got supremely stoned on Monday, and I turned on the Cornell Dead and Company audio. Is like a free streaming audio. I listened to the whole concert. And I was jamming out. I was having some a personal conversation with myself. I was like, we were jamming, me. We were like,
I mean, maybe that's the thing is like you needed it. Your receptors were open to it. You're like, fuck yeah. And then the music just helped it all, like all along. And
yeah,
I mean, the magic.
It was crazy. It was crazy. You could see it in my eyes how high I was. I had one. I had no concentrate. It wasn't like it wasn't fluffed with no concentrate or nothing like that. It was just straight up. And I was stoned. I was crazy stoned. It was a good night.
Well, shout out to that Mob Boss.
Holla.
Yeah, I feel like again, when you're paying attention to the cultivars that do those things for you, you needed that. You've been needing that.
I absolutely needed it.
And
y'all don't even understand. Some of y'all might understand. At least one of y'all understands in the comment section. But I absolutely fucking needed all of that. So it was great and fantastic. It's actually what I'm smoking on today too. It's like I said, it's my daytime go-to. I want to talk to you about something. It's been on the show notes for 2 days. I need to know more about it. And I looked it up and I don't know if I'm using the right keywords. So
I know what you're talking about.
Can we talk about Christian smut? What is it? Is there sex involved? Is it real?
From my childhood perspective,
was it like softcore? Like softcore?
Yeah. It was. Think what's Fabio the butter guy or whatever the cover on the cover of the romance novels like that.
He got hit in the face with a pigeon one day.
Yes,
on a roller coaster, you guys.
It's funny to watch.
We do not mean to laugh at somebody else's pain. His nose is fixed. It's fine.
Yeah,
He's
no, it's
fine.
okay.
He
It's all
lived.
good.
We're not laughing
But
about he died.
it exists on the internet though.
It does.
So if you felt like checking that out, you have that
After the
right.
show.
You have that right after the
After the
show.
show. Don't do it right
Um,
now. Just wait. Write it down.
From what when I again when I read, it was basically romance novels with the overtones of uh Christianity in there somehow, like uh, in the most immediate, like, oh, I'm the virginal Christian girl getting with my breast bursting open, like losing,
Bosom
and the whole
out.
like, and the whole virginity aspect and the whole like promised and virtuous to the husband and that kind of shit. So
Look at my face.
with the sexy shit too. So Christian smut. Um
Am I looking it up wrong? What do they call it? They call it Christian romance.
I think so.
Christian.
I think I even just put Christian smut in there, and the first article came up was actually like a Christian romance novelist that was like kind of giving her 2 cents of being classified as such, or
I don't
how
think they
he
like it.
presented it. No, it was more,
I don't think they
and
like
even
it.
softer. It was more like in interpretate, like the alluding to, but not actually saying it, or having all sorts of turns of phrases to just talk about fucking
So
sex.
here's my
So
takeaway. Here's my takeaway. You read this book and you just walk away just like horny as fuck with no like outlet because nobody fucks, right? It's just like we get
well,
right
I
up
don't
to the
think that my parents were thinking I was reading this at in my back
also
bedroom.
also just a reminder that our parents did not care about us. They let us do whatever we wanted in the 90s. We could do literally they almost didn't even know we existed. Like they were like,
That were in the room.
is that person that's supposed to be here when the streetlights come on? Has that person arrived? Hey, excuse me. Has the person that does the dishes, has that person arrived back home before the streetlights come on? Just checking. Did they vacuum today? We were like little, just child labor, just child labor, and then forgotten about.
Just feed yourself.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Side story. Here we go. This is what this show is all about today. We're just chit-chatting and talking.
We're just talking about hump day.
I might have told this story before, but I don't know. I had to go to the hospital because I got 3rd-degree burns on my stomach when I was a young child before middle school.
So did I, as a very young child.
Was it because of boiling bag rice?
No, it was boiling hot soup.
Oh, close. So I had this thing when I was a kid that all I wanted to eat for a snack was white rice with soy sauce on it. That's it. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to eat. So we had the Uncle Ben's boiling bag rice that you put in the microwave with the water and whatever. And I pulled it out of the microwave and it hit the lip of the plate that's in the microwave and whoosh, all over my stomach. No adults to be seen anywhere. There's no adults in this house. I go to the freezer and grab a bag of peas and I just put it on my stomach. At that moment, our new roommates, who I despise but we're grateful for at the moment, walk through the door. And the adult was like, oh my God, we got to get you to the hospital. So she took me to the hospital, called my mom before we left, and yo, it fucking it's
Yeah.
grub a
I
dub
still do it.
dub.
I
I
still
still
do
do
it.
it. Grub a dub dub. It's not a phase. It's like
It's
a
life.
go-to. If I'm
It
bored,
is.
if I'm like, I don't want to cook nothing, I know there's rice and I know there's soy sauce. We're good. We're good. I add hot sauce now. But yeah, so they rushed me to the hospital, put all kinds of creams. We're good. There's no scarring or nothing, but we caught it just in time for it to not. But I had, yeah, 3rd-degree burns all over my stomach.
So my
Because
mom did
why?
it to me.
The 90s. The 90s. It was the 90s.
Mine was
Your
the
mom did
80s.
it.
My mom did it. It was the 80s. I was little. Younger, like, and
I think
she
mine might have been late 80s too. Late
heated up
80s.
the soup, and I went to scoot it towards me and dumped it on myself.
Yeah.
So, and this was also young enough to not be not wearing a shirt around the house. So
Yeah.
like, I just and my mom was mortified. She was like, "Whoa, fuck me." So yeah, different
I don't think your
experience.
mom said fuck me though. I don't imagine.
In her head, I'm sure she did. I am certain my mom used to, curse with the best of them, and then
Yeah.
when she had children, was like,
Children ruin everything. Just kidding. A
because
little
she does the
bit.
whole drat it, like she's got other words, and she was.
Drat. I would love to hear. Hey, let's bring back drat. Let's bring that back. Let's bring it back. Oh goodness.
So
That's hilarious. Yeah. So Christian smut, everybody, look into it. They'll get you right to the point of wanting to fuck, and then they will like absolutely not let you have it. None of that. Keep your hands to yourself, little Christian boy. We have some history today. Okay? We're just moving right on through. Yeah, okay. So this is a link that was kind of already there from last show notes. So we're gonna use it. I don't think we talked about it. So it's just a link to some champions of change. The White House honors 15 Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander women as champions of change, who are doing extraordinary work to create more safe, equal, and prosperous futures for their communities and for the country. So I don't know if we're going to get through all 15 today, but we'll go through a few. Myrla, I hope I pronounced their names right, and I apologize if I don't. I will correct once I know the correct pronunciation.
Myrla?
It's Myrla. It's Myrla. So it could be Marla, but I don't think so. I think it's Myrla. Myrla. Baldondo. Sorry.
Baldonado.
Baldonado. Thank you. I could not get it out. Thank you. Baldonado. She's a household worker. I apologize. It's not okay to fuck up somebody's name. Trust, it's happened to me like a million times. It's not okay. So a household worker organized with Latino Union of Chicago is dedicated to improving the working and living conditions of the estimated 2.5 million domestic workers. Do I have to click on her name? Oh, it's got a whole page on her. Okay. I thought it was just little blurbs. In the United States, a former caregiver herself, she co-founded the multiracial Chicago Coalition of Household Workers to gain dignity and respect for caregivers, house cleaners, and nannies. She speaks nationally for the Caring Across Generations campaign that seeks to transform care in the U.S., and she is a worker leader of the National Domestic Workers Alliance. National Domestic Workers Alliance. Arpana, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm going to be real honest. Bacharya. I believe is maybe how it is pronounced. Um, she is uh, she is a passionate advocate for immigrant survivors of and sexual violence and ensuring that they have access to safety, justice, and healing. As executive director of Raksha Inc. in Atlanta, Georgia, Aparna has worked to ensure that attorneys, law enforcement, and service providers are culturally competent to serve immigrant survivors. She is currently a board member for the Georgia Coalition Against Domestic Violence, VITA Legal Assistance, and the National Immigration Women's Advocacy Project as well. And we'll do one more today, and then we'll hold on to this so we can go through all of them. Mean Dang currently serves as the executive director for Don't Sell Bodies, which advocates on behalf of survivors of modern day slavery by sharing her own story of child abuse and slavery worldwide. Mean has worked to combat child abuse and human trafficking in the United States through direct service, community organizing, and political advocacy. Mean also provides technical assistance and organizational consulting to local, state, and national service providers and government agencies. Recently, Mean helped launch the U.S. Senate caucus to end human trafficking. So, women who are doing amazing things. Woo, woo. All right. We did have some news and headlines today. There was one that like made me just these are, I don't know, they're kind of boring stuff, but we'll tell you anyway. I'll just read a few headlines, but I want to get down to that one because I think it's hilarious what the little spin on that is. So some headlines. Here we go. Washington becomes the latest state to ban pre-employment tests for cannabis. So there's no longer going to be a thing to get employed that you have to take a drug test for cannabis. For other things, yes, maybe, but not for cannabis. Let's see. Oh, in Ohio, advocates look to restart ballot initiatives campaign to legalize marijuana for adults. So they're trying to get back to an adult use question on the ballot. But they're just now initiating it. So it hasn't they haven't even started getting signatures yet. So we'll have to kind of keep an eye on that one for sure. This one right here. Which one is it? No, this one's okay. There's one that I read. I was like, okay. Let's see. Florida passes a bill requiring health department to issue medical cannabis licenses to Black farmers. So I'm just going to click on this one actually, because I think this one needs a little bit more explanation than just that headline. Florida lawmakers approve a bill requiring the State Department of Health to issue cannabis cultivation licenses to Black farmers who qualify for license, but were left out of the permitting process. So this is a step in the right direction, actually. Florida lawmakers have approved a bill that, first of all, though, also, I have a question. Why did you have to pass a bill for this? Why does, it's because you left them out, of course, that's why. But it sounds so crazy that you have to pass a bill for, you're muted. I don't know why. Okay.
Oh, because I was telling Lady to stop. But I was also requiring that's the word right there is,
you have to do this now. I know, listen, I know if you think about how, I hate that we have to say this about our country because nobody wants to acknowledge this or whatever. But when you think about how our country has continued to evolve on matters of race, and you think about how schools had to be forced into segregation or out of segregation, they had to be forced to integrate. Restaurants and businesses had to be forced to integrate and allow customers that weren't white into their spaces, you know, and it's just like they had to pass laws for that. So that's what this is. That's what this that's what it looks like to me anyway. But I just think also like fuck, it's 2023. It's not like this is a fucking hard thing. It's not a hard question. Like you include everybody instead of like allowing money and nepotism to buy these licenses. You know what I'm saying? Instead of making it out of reach for everybody, like really put like some effort into making sure you include everybody. Now this is the effort. They're like, well, we are making effort, and here's how we're doing it. We are requiring the licensing committee to include Black farmers. So in October of 2021, the state received 12 applications from Black farmers to grow medical cannabis. And in September, officials awarded one license to Terry Gwynn, but the license has not been finalized because of legal and administrative challenges. This measure would require the health department to issue the licenses to Black farmers whose applications did not have any identified deficiencies, regardless of what scores they received from the private contractors that evaluated the applications. It also would require the agency to award licenses to applicants whose applications were deemed to have met all requirements for licensure by an administrative law judge. And the bill would give those whose applications were found deficient a 90-day cure period to address the problem. Senator Daryl Rowson said Black farmers he's a Democrat for what it's worth, said Black farmers in the state face discrimination from state and federal agricultural officials and from societal and business norms that their counterparts did not have to deal with. She said it is shameful. She said it's shameful that the license were not issued 6 years ago. 6 years.
Yeah.
That's true. It's been 6 years.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. You know, when I read these stories, I'm always like, you know, well, they're new. No, they're not. They're like
not.
they're not.
In it. Time flies.
Yeah, so that part. Yeah, Marion. The like that we have to create, present, and vote on a bill for social equity. Like that's what? Why wouldn't?
Because they're not included if we don't, and that's the crap of it all. Is like, oh, I mean, thank goodness we can make these provisions, because otherwise they don't.
There are going to be people who complain about this because they're going to be mad that they got approved in the first round, and that this is like protecting a segment of the population that doesn't include them, because white people want to be oppressed so badly that they will find anything that feels like oppression and cry about it. Like literally, I feel like you're going to see it. You're going to see it either in the comment section, definitely in the comment section, because the internet is trash. Hot garbage trash, like hot, wet garbage. And you're going to see it also, I think, with some of the people who got awarded initially. You're going to see it. That's not fair. Like, what's not fair? What is it going to take away from you except that you have to compete? And that's the thing, is that, like, look, every time white people have had to compete with others, with anybody who's like not white, mediocre white men, no offense to those of you who don't count yourself as mediocre, congratulations. But, you know, anytime there's been a time where like, okay, everything's segregated, so we're going to build our own community with our own people who do these professional services, with our own banks, with our own housing, with our own blah, 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 hospitals, et cetera. And then what happens? White people are like, oh, you can't do that.
You can't succeed. No.
Burn it to the ground, right? And so like the only way that you win is to cry baby about it and burn it to the ground, where you know could actually try to compete, but you're mediocre.
Well, yeah, or work with. I mean, how about that? Like,
How about
oh,
that?
look,
How about that?
how about we all prosper and how about we all like, work together to make this
Yep.
fucking world awesome. Like
Yep.
we,
No,
I mean, it's
no.
because
Because
yeah.
white people are like, how dare you have something that I can't have? And
Or
that's why
yeah,
they want to
or they're
act
gonna steal
oppressed.
it and yeah, steal it
They,
anyway, and
they
then be
steal
like,
oppression. Look at them stealing oppression because how dare you have something that I can't have? It's so just stop it. Just it's gross.
stop.
Anyways, moving on.
Um,
So we had to pass a law for that so that we could get some kind of equity happening. Oh, well, okay, but wait, pause, because the bill moves next to Governor Ron DeSantis, who can either sign it and allow it to become law, or allow it to become law without his signature. So I guess it's going to become law either way. But
okay.
he could sign it into law showing his support, or he could just let it go into law. So
Yeah, that'll be interesting. We'll have to
no,
see if they do a follow up on
yeah,
what happens
keep an
there.
eye on that one too.
But
Yeah. Let's see. Florida marijuana campaign collected enough signatures to qualify legalization on an initiative for 2024 ballot, according to TrueLeaf. I feel like that headline just says, "Hey, we asked one person, and they said this is absolutely happening."
or True Leaves paying for it.
Right. Or that. But it just sounds like, according to this person,
Cultural
um,
appropriation or
so I guess they posted it on Twitter. As of early May, the at Smart and Safe Florida campaign has gathered sufficient raw signatures for inclusion on the November 2024 ballot. With 22 million residents and 138 million annual tourist visits, we believe Florida will be a top legal cannabis market, reaching $6 billion in annual revenue. So yes, this is according to TrueLeaf's Twitter. So if you want to go check that out, feel free to. It's on Marijuana Moment. We'll post these articles and everything for you guys. Also, yeah, they're trash. That's hot, wet garbage.
It's just hot garbage. Isn't garbage wet trash?
Garbage is wet trash. Yeah. So we'll just. It's an
Yeah. Conundrum.
What do you call it?
Not
Anyways, it's unnecessary to add wet to that sentence, but I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that it was like sopping.
Extra.
So crazy.
Yeah, the medical card process in Florida is a joke. And again, their packaging, their product is also a joke.
Yes.
So
It's just, yeah.
It's like, how's it really helping patients? It's not.
It isn't. It isn't. I guess the U.S. Senate committee has added new witnesses who will testify at a hearing on the bipartisan marijuana banking bill this week. In addition to the top bipartisan sponsors of the Secure and Fair Enforcement Safe Banking Act, an equity-focused cannabis reform activist, a union representative, a cannabis financial services company executive, and a leading prohibitionist advocate will also share their perspective on the legislation and underlying financial services issues in the cannabis industry at Thursday morning's hearing. So that's fun. I guess sometimes we need corporate bros. I mean, we need some of those finance bros to go in and speak on our behalf, but I would prefer it if they would like include us in the industry while they're doing that as well.
Right. I think, I feel like there are, those out there that are financially inclined that are trying to, but also, understand banking, which I'm like, but you would think that if this is infrastructure, like you would think that if we're going to continue to legalize, then why wouldn't they start building this anyway? Of the thought of banking and like why isn't this forefront leading?
It's
building the infrastructure before we like build
it's so crazy too, because right now too they're trying to like eliminate cash from the dispensaries, but also the credit card companies aren't allowing their readers, their machines into those spaces without like some, you got to kind of loophole around it somehow with some of them. And most of them don't allow cannabis to come into that space. And so how are we going to go cashless?
I guess
some places,
the whole like you buy a sticker and you get your
it goes
medicine.
back.
It goes back to
Yo,
treatment,
let me tell you something. Visa, she said, Visa out here suing people. Visa can suck my balls, okay? Because you guys know, I talked about this I've been very, I'm very forthright or whatever. I say what I say, but Visa canceled like 3 of my cards and then did not give me like really a reason why. They said that I think they didn't call it suspicious activity, but something about the activity on my card didn't sit with them right, basically, is what they said. And they canceled my business account, they canceled my personal account, and they canceled my credit card, not the account, but my credit card on my spouse's account. It's crazy. And they did it all in one day. And I was like on the road when it was happening, actually using one of those to provide gas and whatever. And yeah, it wasn't working. And I was like, what's happening right now?
When do we get to sue them? When do we get to sue Visa for not letting you?
Yeah. And then the guy, when I called, they wouldn't tell me on the phone. They passed me to like 5 people. And then the guy finally ends the conversation. He goes, well, you signed a contract and we can end that contract at any point in time for any reason without cause. And I was like, you guys can have the day you deserve. I was like, get out of here with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, right. When they have those card readers, you have to like round up to $5. If it's not in a $5 increment, you got to round it up. And so then they charge you a bank fee, right, for using it, which is usually somewhere between, if you're lucky, $1 up to $3.50, $4 sometimes. And then the bank also will charge you between $2.50 to $4.50 for that transaction.
Such bullshit.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And for the record, I didn't use any of those cards for anything cannabis related, but one of those cards was a business account under my consulting. So maybe that was enough, is that I talk about it.
You educate. Oh shit. Sorry.
Oh no.
Didn't know that was ooh.
Yeah.
You have to say the word off your mouth. Yeah.
So crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. So anyways, we do need safe banking. It's crazy to me too that the federal government can have the fucking audacity to be like, pay your taxes. Excuse me, sirs and few madams. Where do you think we're keeping all of this money? To pay our taxes with? Like, how you want us to write you a check? Like, what do you want us to do? Like, we're not supposed to have banks, bitch.
I know. Pay it in my no cash, can't use cards. I mean, yeah.
And then have the audacity to be like, pay me my money. What? Excuse me?
Yeah.
First of all, the federal government has the audacity because we're only supposed to pay taxes during times of war. And then state taxes to take care.
War.
But state taxes to, the state can tax you for like taking care of the state, but like the federal government is not supposed to tax you unless we're at war. So what did they do? Created perpetual war.
Yeah.
There we are. Those slimy motherfuckers.
That's how the cookies crumble.
I guess.
Okay. NFTs. So, I was gonna say government. I was gonna say NFTs too. After you said the crypto. Yeah. I mean, what the?
Oh, but let me tell you about the people in the NFT community. No, thank you. No offense, y'all. I said that like 3 times during this show, but no thank you. I spent 5 days with y'all. I cannot. I cannot. 5 days.
It's
I
funny.
spent
So
5 days with y'all.
I think,
No thank you.
so remember I was in Steamboat while you were doing that, and I was sitting next to a couple dudes that were NFT dudes, and I said something about the Denver and that then they were like, no. Like those, that's where the dorks go, kind of thing.
Clearly. No, clearly. No,
Like,
not wrong.
and they were like,
Absolutely
we're
correct.
here skiing. We would rather come up here and ski
This is
and
better
yeah.
option, smarter
Yeah.
option. I would have rather been on the side of a mountain falling end over end on my snowboard because I don't do it well, but I do enjoy it. I have a good time, then I fall.
I know. I'm getting you. We're doing it next year. We're doing it next year, especially if we have as good a snow as we had this year. Then
Okay,
you know,
listen,
because
calm down.
riding, yes.
Calm down. We don't need as good as snow as we had this year. It can stop in
Yeah.
February. I'm okay with it. It can just stop doing it by February, and that's fine. Because really, the months are only supposed to be the seasons are only supposed to be 3 months long. Share with everybody. Everybody gets a time. Everybody gets some time. You just fucking stole winter, just motherfucking stole a majority of spring. Like, right? And so we don't even, it's May, and I don't even know where to go paddleboarding right now.
I sent you a link.
Okay, thank you. Because I
Of
am,
all the Denver, of all the water sources.
because I need it. It is, you guys, paddleboarding for me is like snowboarding for you. I need it. I need that like I need the water. I need the
Far are you willing to
sunlight. I
drive?
need
How far will you drive to go? What do you want to
God,
be your closest?
I wanted to be within like 15 to 20 minutes of me, which was where I was when I was in Durango. I was about 15 minutes. That's that's my goal. That's my goal. And also, I am going to start taking my paddleboard with me to Durango
Ah, good call. Yeah, there you go.
because I'll pay $10 to go in, or I'll get like a week pass if I'm there for a longer period of time and just get punched. Yep. Yep. I love it so much. I'm a Lake Night Horse girl, if anybody was wondering, for Durango. But I'll go to the other ones too. Y'all just fucking call me. I'll fucking come. Yeah, y'all are gonna get like fucking 6 months of summer. Y'all it's about to hit like 99 degrees in Missouri and then it's over. A late night horse girl.
Lake.
Lake night
Oh.
horse. It is a little bit. I saw never mind. We're not gonna talk about it. What I saw. What's next? Okay, this news story. It's in High Times. Y'all, I know. I mean, I feel like they're definitely pandering to some to some. She said, "Oh, she was like hoping for it to be late night horse girl." It's got to do it's like rodeo. It's like, anyways, stop it. Get it out of your brain. Stop. Hey, before I get into this next story, I have a question for you guys. I want to ask you guys a question. This next story is so ridiculous, but I want to ask you guys a question. So we were discussing this on my Instagram. I fucking love you, dude. She said nay. Oh shit. We set the counter for 8 seconds. See if I can stay on. It's a rodeo reference. Anyways, no, I'm just kidding. It doesn't. Anyways, moving on. Okay, here's my question. I was thinking because it's oh, it's 4:20. It's 4:20 on the West Coast. So let's smoke to that first. See, it's a good time to pause. It was good. It was perfect timing.
Happy 420.
Okay, so we've talked about a book club, right? But what I was thinking is that maybe like once a week, I could come on to maybe my channel or maybe even this channel. I don't know. We haven't discussed this fully. It was just like an idea that I had. And I will read to you guys. I will read like a chapter, or depending on how the book is written, I will read it. A book that we and then we could discuss it in the comment section. Like I would take breaks at reading it and like look at your comments, and we would like have some discussions about it, right? And make it a whole thing. And I was wondering if you guys would be interested in doing something like that and joining in something like that. I want to read to myself. First of all, the first book that I'm picking, I've already read it and I've already raved about it. And you don't have to be a woman to listen and have introspection about it. Introspection? Is that the correct terminology?
Sounds right.
Sure, we'll go with it.
Sure, we'll go with it.
So anyways, let me know in the comments if you think that would be something that you would want to participate and join in. And I will consider doing it. It's like this said book does not have pictures. We're on high vibrations. We're on high vibrations. Introspection. See, I don't like it when new people come in here and act a fool. Anyways, but it's fine. You don't have to come. We didn't actually invite you. So
not for you.
Not you.
Anyone else.
Not actually you. Everybody else is invited.
You're really?
So you wouldn't have to. You could read along if you wanted to, but it would be like having an Audible. But you could talk in the comment section to me about it, and I would respond in kind. See? Well, thank you. Thank you for checking in. We're so sorry. We're feisty today.
We get, just
it happens. Let me tell you something. We just kicked somebody out. Like I think 2 shows ago, we had to kick some people out. So it gets feisty in here. We get a little protective of our space, but we do not mean to offend, unless we do mean to offend. And then
my tongue is growling.
They said I may or may not like feisty. Well, it's feisty. So anyways, I was thinking about doing that. The first book I was going to read is Untamed. I think it would be like really useful for a lot of people. And so then you just have to listen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't do any of that.
Do you listen to books, or
I gotta say too, it's probably not ADHD, but rather trauma. Trauma presents similarly to ADHD in women. So a lot of the same symptoms, but from different sources. Just like yours is a trauma response and theirs is a brain response. Oh no, there's a tornado watch in Casper, Wyoming. Oh wait, no, in Arapahoe County. Oh, you're watching news for here? In Colorado?
Is that what, east? Is that East Colorado? Like the flatlands?
I was reading it and I was like, oh, it's in Casper. No, it's in Arapahoe County. Crazy. No, the weather is insane right now. Mother Nature is saying some stuff. I'll let her say it. Sometimes I might go out and join her in the
Yeah, she's
screaming.
like,
I might just go.
hey.
I
She's
might go
like,
out and scream with her. I might go. I might go out and scream like with her. So, anyways, it's a retrograde. It's a retrograde. I'm a Pisces. Hey, happy birthday to your cousin. Yep, it is her
happy
birthday today.
birthday, Michelle.
Holla holla. She is very young today. Young lady. I don't know how many years young, but she's young and beautiful.
The same.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Same. It's those
Mm-hmm.
genes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Oh, we're totally different genes, but she's still got good
but no,
ones.
I mean it's just like the
She's
you
still
know what I'm
got good ones.
saying? She's got them good genes. Yeah, happy birthday to to Fukli's queen, cousin's queen. Um so yeah, if you guys would be interested in that, I would absolutely be also interested in doing it with you. There's a couple books that I have that I'm interested in, like, because I think that they like kind of changed the way I view things a little bit. One of them is a fiction, actually, and it is called The Reincarnation Blues, and it's completely fake. It's completely not like it's written from a fictional point of view, but it's got some really interesting scenarios and things that are like thought provoking in life, like things that are thought.
What's the name of that one?
It's called The Reincarnation Blues.
Okay. I think, did we listen to that one time when we were
I have
driving?
it on Audible for sure, so it's totally possible that we listened to some of that while we were driving. I also have it in. This is my second paperback that I bought because I gave my first one to somebody else. Don't recall who it was, but it doesn't matter. I gave it to them, and then I bought a new one because I was like, no, I want to read this again.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was so interesting. It was this interesting concept on reincarnation. It's about a soul who is reincarnated, and then you can reincarnate. I think it's like 10,000 times. You reincarnate 10,000 times back onto Earth. You live all these different lives on all these different timelines. But then after that, that's how many times you have to get it right. And if you don't get it right, there's one way or another. Like, it's either like too like nerve, like, I don't know, nobody's ever seen it because once you go in, you're gone from the, I
Your
don't know,
energy, your energy is,
energy is gone, and into like the next level or gone.
or gone.
Yeah.
You didn't make it.
And then the whole idea of like this heavenly place where you go back from your life to go into the spirit is just like life, sort of like there's trade, like, like not monetary trade, but like people have jobs and stuff and do things, and then like there's like consequences to your life. So if you're fucking up in this life, then your next life is probably not going to be super pleasant. You might come back as like a cockroach or something. So it's interesting book. Hi. Yeah, I know I'm the only one home, but you're gonna have to wait because it's not time yet. You still got like an hour, so you can.
I know. This
She's
thing
got
is
an
on me.
hour.
Sounds so bummed.
So anyways, if you guys would be interested in that, just let me know. I would love to do it with you guys. I'd love to hear like commentary that's not my own on what I'm reading. I want to hear what other people are thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like get some more maybe help people with some clarity on certain things, or or like get somebody's opinion on. I just want to have those discussions. And maybe we would even do a thing where we could like bring somebody on, like have a guest come on that's been kind of listening or whatever, and it's like, and then we discuss it, and then you guys are in the audience or something like that. So there's a couple of ways that we could do it. So, and I won't charge you. Although,
like a live book club, yeah,
a live book club, and I won't charge you for it at all. Although if anybody ever did want to subscribe, you're welcome to do so. But no, and not for that purpose. Just to have those conversations and interactions. See, get some other perspectives that are not my own. Yeah. Anyways, just a thought.
Taurus gang up in the house. I know a lot of Taurus like that. They revolve in my world a lot. Into my space a lot.
They come into my space a lot, and then I'm because I'm a water sign, and then I run into a lot of like bullheaded Tauruses, and they're supposed to be my soulmate, but not yet. I like Earth. Yeah, I'm attracted to Earth signs, though. I also love Capricorns and Virgos. Holla. Anyways,
I do work well with them. That's why I feel like they circle in and out, but also
Jesus Christ. All right, I see you. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you. It's a boost to the ego for sure. So okay. I want to talk about this story because it makes me laugh so hard. It makes me listen. We're not going to talk about Geminis. Did you see me? Anyway, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it.
Coming soon to it.
Okay. The title of this article is called Discovering. Like what? Like Christopher Columbus discovered?
Discovering.
What did you discover? What? Discovering.
Dr. Matulam passes, and they're making your discovery.
I know. Yeah, I know. So, okay. Discovering THCA flower. Okay, listen. I don't think anybody first of all, this is a sponsored thing, but I just saw it and it cracked me up. So I don't think anybody like High Times is like pandering or doesn't know what THCA flower is. I don't think that at all. This article is a lean. It's kind of crazy to me. Okay, so we're going to discover THCA flower. You guys, when I read it, I was like, wait, pause. Here we go. If you're interested in exploring the benefits of hemp flower, but not particularly keen on the euphoric sensations commonly associated with THC, then THCA flower may be a perfect choice for you. Okay, first pause. How? What are you talking about right now?
You're just throwing late labels out there.
What are you talking about? First of all, so you're talking about low dose THC because you're talking about deriving it from the hemp plant, right? So that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about the flower. We're talking about the flower, right? So it addresses this thing that everybody in the comment section has already said out loud. It addresses the heat factor later on in the article. Okay. But yeah, this is how we start. This fucking insane to me. All right. THCA flower contains tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. So THCA flower contains THCA is what this sentence says.
Yes. As opposed to
geez, which is the raw form of THC. So much to unpack here. As opposed to THC, THCA isn't psychoactive, so it doesn't get you high. First of all, false. 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 There is a psychoactive component to THCA. It is not the way you think about it in terms of THC, but there is a reaction in your body and in your brain to the THCA, which is a psychoactive reaction. Includes CBD and CBDA. If anybody was wondering, you want to write this down. I'm cracking up on this so hard. This is my favorite story I've ever read. My cheeks are like hurting right now.
I'm gonna count how many times they say it in
Okay.
different ways.
THCA. Now this sentence is an accurate sentence, but again, THCA is believed to offer various health benefits such as anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective effects. The brain, you guys. It is also suggested that THCA can add in focus and maintaining healthy energy levels, although more research is needed to confirm these claims. So here's where they address the elephant in the room, as they say. THCA must be heated or decarboxylated to convert to THC. Y'all are selling just cannabis flower. That's what it is. That's my cheeks hurt so bad. So I will say this about THCA. You can find it in edibles that have not been heated to create the edible. So if the edible was heated to create the edible, then you have THC. But if it was not, if it was like a cold the word is slipping my mind. I'm so high and hilarious right now. I'm just like but you could do a cold extraction. You could also do a cold infusion, or a non-heated infusion, and you could keep the THCA. You can absolutely do that. It does have health benefits. It's amazing, and it does not have the component of psychoactivity that THCA or THC provides. Okay. But so you can get it that way. You can get it in those forms, or even in like an oil form, like a sublingual
tincture.
We're still doing that. Right. So you can get it in those forms. But they're talking about the flower. They're saying, here's some flower we're going to sell you. And here's some suggestions from them. They have a few suggestions. So, excuse me, everybody hydrate.
Hydrate.
So basically what they're doing is in this article, and I can see it because it's the next segment is going to explain all of this, but they are selling the loophole. They're selling the 0.3% THC. Okay. So one of THCA flower's unique features is its versatility. You can enjoy it raw, which provides non-euphoric benefits. See, this is a better term for what they were trying to say. It's not non-psychoactive, but it is non-euphoric in that sense of like that feeling you get from THC. I think it's a little bit better, although you might feel euphoria once it's kind of calming some of those other things. So maybe not.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I tell, tell patients. I'm like,
I
when your
just,
body's free of pain, yeah, you might be
you
like,
feel great.
woo!
Yeah. Or have it converted into THC by applying heat. This natural process is called decarboxylation, unlocks the euphoric effects many enthusiasts prefer, turning THCA flower into the most potent type of hemp flower around. Really? The most potent hemp flower around. I mean, you can tell it's a sponsored ad. They're really selling this, but they're like, you can get THC if you just buy this flower that's not THC. I will give it
It
to
is.
you. But yeah,
It
it is absolutely THC. Unless, like I said, before, you don't use heat in your processing of the plant into a different thing, into a different product. And so then they're explaining how it's legal. It's perfectly legal. Here it is. In the United States, the 2018 Farm Bill legalized hemp and its derivatives, including THCA flower, as long as the plant contains less than 0.3% THC by dry weight. Individual states may have their own laws and regulations, so it's best to check local laws before purchasing or using THCA flowers. So this is probably being paid for by some like hemp lobbying group or something like that, like somebody trying to make money off of what's you know what's going on here.
Yeah.
In a world of cannabis, the process of, and they're speaking to a consumer that is not most of you guys in the comments. Most of you guys in the comments know all of this stuff. That's why we're laughing about it, right? But they're talking to the people who are not like part of, like, didn't come from our community, didn't come from underground to help support this and make this happen, didn't buy it from their underground guy, didn't grow it for their community in their basement. That's not who they're talking to. They're talking to people who are like, I don't know, but it says it's legal and you could buy it and it's not THC, it's THCA, right? And so they're talking to those people. That's who they're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in a world of cannabis, the process of transforming THCA to THC is called decarboxylation. See, they've said that 3 times. So they're trying to educate their consumer a little bit, and it can occur through heat or time. This is true. Actually, what is more true is that in cannabis, the I didn't expect this show to turn into this, but here we are. I love this part. In cannabis, so the cannabis plant, generally speaking, starts with CBGA, and then that over time and through the lights and the heat from the lights and the environment starts transforming, right? And it's micro transformation. So the CBG turns, it's either going to become CBD, majority CBDA, or a majority THCA, right? Depending on the plant, the cultivar, etc. So this is happening over time. So THCA is the acetic form. It is the raw plant material form. You can get it by like juicing your plant. You can get it by getting the raw plant material and using a cold method to turn it into another product. There's several ways that you can maintain the THCA, but generally speaking, there's heat in the whole process. There's some level of heat in the whole process. And so while we can't see it happening, CBGA turning to THCA turning to THC is happening over time. Even before the plant is finished, even before the plant is taken down. That's why if you look on your dry flower on your label, a lot of times you'll see a really tiny low amount of THC, but you'll see a really high amount of THCA on that label. And that is hey, yeah, that's holla, happy Mother's Day. Speaking of CBGA, the mother of all cannabinoids. So that's why, is because that conversion is happening over time. Now, once you've taken the plant down, it doesn't stop converting, but THCA starts converting to CBN, which is a cannabinoid that's great for relaxation, sleep, etc. I have no idea about the Pokemon evolutionary process.
I
Maybe
do,
you
and
can
so
tell me
yes,
about
it
it
makes.
sometime. Yeah. Somebody teach me. I will learn.
No, just like that. It goes through, starts as Pikachu, and then it goes to the next one, and and can
And it goes,
they turn into, they level up,
yeah.
kind of, I guess, if that's not, I don't
So,
know how
and
you call
so this is the part that's exciting to me, is that we can't even see it happening, but we know it's happening.
it.
And it's happening in like little micro like actions. So So eventually, if you hold on to your flower enough, and I have found some old flower, old ass flower, you
Yeah.
can you can speed that. Now you can speed this process up by hanging your plant and keeping it under light and like airflow, like a 24/7, and it converts faster. So because of that heat and that light. So you can convert it to CBN over time as it oxidizes. So but if you ever find an old ass jar of weed, rest assured that you're gonna rest for sure. Yeah,
For sure.
rest assured that you're gonna
Yeah.
rest for sure,
Save it for
because
your save it to your sleepy time.
that is probably a majority CBN if it's old enough.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
Um,
Patience is key with cannabis. So because you're talking about the evolution of it and the good smoke at the end. We had that, remember that Poison Princess?
mhm.
That shit was so good. But when I harvested
So
it, it was my
good.
least favorite when I harvested it. And I cured it for 30 days. And then I was like, I don't love it. I'm not a fan. It was like the last one I would, whatever. But I put it away and I ignored it for a while. And then I pulled it back out. And let me tell you something. Patience is so important. 30 days is the recommended time for a cure of your plant. But honestly, like a fine wine, the longer that you can get a cure in, the those terpenes are going to develop. It's going to be so robust. That ended up being one of my best ones that
It
season.
was so good. I
It
don't
was
know at
so
what
good.
point you gave it to us,
It was after
but
the second round of cure. It was definitely
okay,
after
because
that.
it was, I mean, it was memorable photo. Like
It
sister
was
and I are both like, oh my gosh, you remember that
astounding. Yeah.
time?
Was so
Remember
good.
that time Canna Queen gave us the poison
Poison Princess, baby. She did us right. She did us right.
Oh,
I had that season. I had White Lemon and I have Afghani that season. I think I might have had one more cultivar, but those three I remember, and they were so good. They were so good.
so
Yeah.
good.
A friend of mine gave me the seeds for the White Lemon and the Afghani, and I had grown them the year before. And somebody came in my yard like about 2 or 3 weeks before harvest and tore down my plants. Took them both. Like,
May they never grow a good plant again in their life, and may they always have moldy weed
yo, I
um,
cried.
that,
Yo,
that on them.
I cried
That's for
so
sure.
hard.
I remember
It
that.
was so crazy because we looked out that morning. We looked out in the yard and the plants were there. They were there. I saw them, he saw them, we all saw them. And then he left to go to work through the backyard. And then he comes running back in the house and he's like, babe, your plants are gone. And I go, what? Like, nah. And he was like, no, they're gone. They're gone. And I go out and not even nicely, y'all. They ripped the trunk of the plant. I had like fucking you guys, I'm not exaggerating. Fucking they ripped it. They like put a little bit of a hacksaw into it and then ripped it the rest of the way off. So there was like, I think about, this is going to disturb some of you. Trigger fucking warning. Okay. But when I'm pruning a plant and when I'm doing things to a plant, when when you get that lead
Oh, mm-hmm.
and it kind of skins down,
Mm.
it makes me think of having one of those loose skin hangnails.
No, stop it. That's
And
the
so
worst.
I try really hard not to do it. I'm so fucking respectful of the plant. You guys don't understand. And so I try really hard not to do it. So when I went out there and I saw these like curled up pieces of the trunk, I cried, you guys.
Mm.
I cried so fucking hard. I was so mad. I didn't know what to do. I had
I
no
remember
idea what to
that.
do.
I remember when it
So, but the
happened.
following year, I got a good harvest. the following year and the year after that. I had 8-foot plants out in my backyard. They were tall. They were so tall and beautiful, and they produced these big, beautiful nugs. And they smoked so good. And that Poison Princess, baby.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway,
That was good
memories.
stuff. Memories.
All right. So it's 1 hour and 30 minutes into the show. And because we don't have a guest, we're gonna kind of, do the wrap up thing. We do have a guest next week that I am not announcing yet until we get the flyer together, but I am super excited. And if you're in Missouri, please tell everybody to tune in next week, because it's going to be a great show. Of course, we have a Missouri guest because we love y'all. But if you know somebody that would be a good guest for the show, please shoot them over to us. Let us know who they are and what they do and why you think they would be, whatever. You don't have to put that much effort into it, but if you want to tell us some stuff, that would be great. You can find all of our platforms, solo.to/cannabiscloset420, cannabiscloset420@gmail.com. You can come hang out with us on our Discord. You got to be nice. That's the rule. You got to be nice to everybody. You got to be respectful to everybody, because everybody deserves to be here. You can catch us later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to your audio podcast. We do upload. I promise you we upload. I've been on the road. I promise you. I promise you. I'll get it together.
You only have one, right?
I might have a couple. I don't know. But I promise you, I'll get them together. What else? This show is brought to you now and always by CQ LLC, Cannabis Compliance and Education, www.cq-llc.com. We are certified to teach RVT, that's responsible vendor training, in the state of Colorado. We will teach it everywhere else too, but Colorado actually has a certification, and we are certified to teach here. Customer service, cqllc@gmail.com, 970-426-5985 is where you can catch us. And of course, it is brought to you by Queen Kitty Seltzer, solo.to/Queen Kitty Seltzer is where you can find all of our links, including our website, www.queenkittyseltzer.com. We do have a new flavor launch this summer. So we're launching a new flavor in June. We're having a whole party about it. Let me tell you, it's going to be a good time. If you're in Denver, let me pull this brand thing down. Hold on. Let me see what I'm doing here. I have no idea how to run any of these things. Okay, here we go. If you're in Denver, hit that link, check it out. The tickets are $5 a piece. Really, the tickets cost $5 because it's helping us pay for the venue. And so thanks. We appreciate it. We're going to have local vendors, yummy food, live music. Elijah Tribe is going to be there. We're going to have good eats there, and we're going to have lots of local vendors there as well. So join us. Get your tickets today. If you are a purchasing manager, you can reach out to us, and we will give you a special ticket for the event, because we are inviting purchasing managers to come try our product and buy our product. And if you are a vendor and you want to join the event, just give us a call, 970-426-5985. You can contact us at queenkittyllp@gmail.com. Solo.to/Queen Kitty Seltzer is where you can find all of our links, including the Cannabis Closet links, including links to find Canna Queen DGO. That's me. All of our links are under all of these solo accounts. So you can find us in all of those places. Don't forget that May is National Masturbation Month, so make sure you take care of yourself. It's natural, and you probably do it better than anybody else. So go ahead and get into it. Take some private time.
Get to know yourself.
Nice release. Always like to do this every once in a while just to remind everybody. And if you know anybody that's quality people that are running for office, let us know, because we want to highlight those people, because we want you guys to go out and vote, and we want you to be excited to vote.
Hey everyone, Jamaica Scott here, and I am excited to officially announce that I am running for Tacoma City Council Position 3. I look forward to chatting with you all over the next several months so we can continue to push Tacoma towards that destiny of being a fun, safe, creative, and equitable city for all of us. So keep an eye here on this social page as well as the others so you can keep up with the campaign and learn how to get involved. Thank you so much, and I hope that I can count on your support.
Yay. I like to, every once in a while throw some highlights like that up. Don't forget, we're going to be in Denver at the Rosin Experience. Get your tickets. It is tomorrow. There's going to be all kinds of cool vendors there, food vendors, cannabis vendors. We are collabing with what are they?
Grade
High
syrup.
grade. Thank you. I was going to say high society, high grade syrups. I was like, no, it's not high society, but it should be. So high grade syrups. We're doing a collab with them to create a one-to-one. So come check us out. You must be 21 or older to enter this event, and you have to have a valid ID. Go get your tickets. VIP tickets are sold out to this event. So you guys know. Yeah, Queen Kitty Seltzer. We did all that. We talked about all that. So let's get down to the would you rathers. They're they're kind of funny today. Oh yeah, the Stoner Olympics in Los Angeles is May 27th. No, there's one in Tulsa, Oklahoma too. Anyways, go check out Stoner Olympics. Maybe you can attend. It'd be a good time. We talked about where we're going to
create your own in your area.
Yeah, why not? Who cares? No, yeah, I do what you want. Do what you want and do it with your whole chest. Like be as weird as you want to be. You're going to attract your own people that way.
Let your freak flag fly.
Okay. Just don't be mean.
Don't be mean.
Unnecessarily. Sometimes it's necessary, but
yeah, take care of you.
Lead with kindness unless it's necessary to do something otherwise. That's where I'm living. Okay. Would you rather be a genius and know everything, or be amazing at every activity you tried? Like everything you do, you're amazing at it. You're just not like a genius level smart, or you could be genius level smart.
I feel like I'd rather be a genius and know everything, because then I feel like I'd be amazing at every activity I try.
Yeah, but you might be like a genius, but not like dexterous enough to accomplish the goal, right? See, this is a good one, because I also love knowledge, but I also like knowing how to do shit. I like to look good when I dance, and I like to know how to
you like
build
to be good at everything.
I want to be good at everything. I'm a Renaissance woman. But I also want to learn everything about everybody. So it's a hard one. It's a hard one. I think I'm just going to be good at stuff.
Amazing. Oh.
Mm-hmm. What if I'm good at stuff and you're genius level, and we just come as a package deal? And I just be like, she knows everything, but do you want me to show you how I could do a cartwheel? Wow, watch me do this backflip. That's right. That's right. Right? Because I want to, like, me, I want to be like active too. I want to do like martial arts. Here's my newest endeavor. So first of all, if y'all don't know, I want to go bluefin tuna fishing. This has not died. I have not killed this dream. I still want to do this. I want to go bluefin tuna fishing. Badly.
I'll be at home ready to cook the tuna up for you, but I am not doing that fishing.
Yeah, no, I want to do it. I want to catch some fish. Look what I can do. I love that Mad TV kid. Sorry. But my newest endeavor is I want to learn how to wrestle. Yeah, so genius might be like a little maddening. No, just maybe not pro wrestling. I'm not into like embarrassing myself in public, but I would like to take people by surprise and just like take them down. Like take them down. Also, I feel like it's a strong thing, and also the idea of being able to fight on the ground is really attractive to me.
She means like wrestling, not like
Not fake.
WWE,
Like I want to learn some techniques,
like real
real life.
grappling.
So somebody suggested a Brazilian jiu-jitsu, which is something I've considered in the past. I like doing Muay Thai. I like doing that kind of stuff. So it's not fake. Okay, let me tell you. Did I tell y'all that I went to
No, we know.
I did, right? That I went to a wrestling match instead of the prom?
Yeah, yes, you did tell me that.
It was my
It takes skill. I will give people that. I will give them that.
It was my
it is a
yeah, it
skill.
is a skill. It was my sophomore year, and my boyfriend wanted to go to a wrestling match. I should have broke up with him immediately. I should have just been like, "Oh, you go." We saw Ric Flair that night, and then I ended up working for a law office that that he was the client.
Ric Flair and wrestling over prom, I think, is probably the better experience
It probably
in
was the
most
better
people's lifetime.
It was,
looking,
but when you're
at the moment when you want to go
when
to
you're a sophomore,
prom,
like when you're a junior, when you're a junior in high school, you don't want to go see. But honestly, it probably was better than the prom. It probably was better than. We had a good time. We had a good time. Y'all, I dated some redneck boys. I lived in the South. What do you want? That's all they had available. They had redneck boys available.
good memories. I mean, not all shit.
There was a lot of mud, dirt, and
mudding and cow tipping.
I'm just I know when y'all look at me right now, you don't believe that these things could have possibly happened, but I mean, I hope that you look at me and don't think she's going cow tipping, because that's not the vibe I'm trying to put out. Okay.
No, that's what we used to do in high school.
But I used to surf on top of a truck down a dirt road. What you know about it? I didn't die. Okay, let's go to the next would you rather, because we just took up like 15 minutes talking about that one. Okay. I'm on one today. I don't know. Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader for the rest of your life? Some of y'all
Yoda.
Some of y'all sound like Darth Vader at night when you go to sleep.
Your CPAP.
No shade. Do that shit. Saving your life.
Use it.
Do it. Saving your life. I'd rather you sound like Darth Vader than die. So just do that.
CPAP,
but
Darth
also,
Vader over the dying and chug-a-lugging.
Yeah. It's scary. It's not cool. But also, I'm gonna have to go with Yoda, Master Yoda.
Yoda.
High as fuck I am. That's right.
I am. Oh my gosh, it's funny.
Oh my Atlanta. Okay, where are we at? This is so funny. This last one. And nobody else? Okay, we got talk like Yoda, and nobody else answered. Everybody else is like, y'all are on one today. Just, is anybody out there like who is Yoda and Darth Vader? Because I can't with y'all. If y'all,
no, I think I don't feel. I mean,
I feel like our audience watches.
Even if you don't like it, you still gotta know who it is.
The second one is: would you rather talk like Master Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader for the rest of your life? Now, I will say this about Darth Vader: the presence when he walks into a room.
You just walk around with the soundtrack. Boom, boom, boom,
Just like the
boom.
breathing itself when he walks into a room. I don't want nobody breathing at me that way.
Definitely not over my shoulder. Get
That
away.
sounds like more power than I care to deal with. Definitely Master Yoda. Yoda's, yeah. We definitely want to talk in riddles.
Still not time.
It's still not time. All right. Get some help. Get some help. Get out. No, just kidding. You don't have to get out. You don't have to get out. But you should seek help and in several films and watch several films if you don't are they called films anymore? I don't even know. If you don't know who Yoda and Vader are. Okay, last one. Would you rather wear a clown wig or clown shoes every day? Every day. I wear a hat every day, but I don't know that I could go the wig route every day. That feels like a sensory overload.
Wait.
A clown wig, like a wig, a clown wig or clown shoes. Not both and every day.
See, I can't wear a wig that long, so no.
Right, but then you'll be tripping over your motherfucking feet.
I'll fucking learn how to run like a damn, penguin.
Like,
I don't like puff, 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 puff. Like
wig, because my
gotta
feet
be
gotta be
comfy.
definitely a wig because I'm already clumsy. So see, I'm feeling the clumsy aspect of it. I don't feel like big shoes are for me, but also I don't want to. I have a hard time, you guys. I wear a bonnet at night because my hair is fabulous, but I have a hard time sometimes wearing it because it gets a little, bothersome. I want to be free.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna develop a clown swagger with some clown
Like
shoes because I cannot wear things on my head. Like I can't even stand like my glasses half the time on my face right now.
Yeah. I feel like my feet would sweat in that situation and I can't have it.
So it's your head.
Yeah, but my feet sweating is much, much more. No, I can't.
Yeah,
with my
right.
feet sweating.
I'm paying them up.
Nike clown shoes.
Different set of clown shoes every day.
Okay, you guys. So here's the deal. We do have a call around 6:30ish our time, which is shortly, but we are going to jump from here over to Discord once we wrap this up, which is happening now. Stick with us for just a few more moments. So if you guys want to jump over to Discord with us, you're welcome to do so. Check out our solo.to/Canvas Closet 420 to find all of our social media links. Follow us, like us, share us, tell your friends about us. We're here every Wednesday at 4:20 Mountain Standard Time. This is the new slot. We're doing just Wednesdays right now, and see how we like it. The Discord link is in the solo link. My phone just threw itself at me.
Like, bitch.
So what I want to say is, you guys, excuse me, I had a fire. Be nice to yourselves. Make sure you put your mask on before assisting others. And trust me when I tell you, I know how hard that is because I am just now realizing that I have not been doing that while telling y'all every time I come on here to do that. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You have got to take care of yourself.
Yep. Gotta cultivate love. Bring it to you. You don't have to chase it.
You don't have to chase it, and you're worthy of it.
You're worthy of it too.
And the right people in your space, they're going to see you and recognize you. They're going to love you. And of course, as always, let me put this banner up for you guys. As always, stay lifted and gifted, and we will see you on Wednesday. We are having a special guest on Wednesday, so do not miss the show. It's going to be so amazing. I'm so excited to have this dude on. You have no idea. Yeah, it's a dude. That's all you get to know. Okay. Where is that? Here it is. Here it is. We can't leave without. See you guys on Wednesday at 4:20 Mountain Standard Time. Join us on Discord for a few minutes. We're going to holler and smoke these blunts. Okay, bye. See you next time.